from a poor neighborhood in Madeira to the top of world football. This is not just a success story. It is a story of determination and defiance of a man who never accepted being ordinary. Today, we will tell you the story of Cristiano Ronaldo, from the moment he was born into difficulties to becoming one of the greatest football heroes in history. February 1985. In Lisbon, Portugal. The parents were very poor, as his father, José Diniz, worked as a coach for a local team in Portugal, and Ina and his mother managed to get by quite well. Add to this the fact that they lived in a one-room apartment with Ronaldo's older brothers, sometimes without food to eat, and life was difficult despite all these difficulties. Ronaldo found the one thing he could use to escape all his problems at the time, but what he didn't know was that this sport was going to change his life for football soon as he could walk. Ronaldo spent countless hours every day trying to improve. He was always on the streets doing his best until one day he got his big break when a local scout came and offered him the chance to play the sport for life at a time when the club was looking to recruit two talented kids to the academy. Ronaldo was one of the chosen few, but they still had to pass the final test before they could enter. The scout came and gave the message to the kids who scored the most goals. That's the one we're going to choose. As soon as Ronaldo heard he was locked up, he scored, but another kid on his team, Albert Vanth, scored twice. So in the final minutes of the game, both Ronaldo and Albert were on goal when Albert went around the goalkeeper, and instead of shooting into the empty net, he decided pass to Ronaldo instead. Ronaldo has now got the contract and is in the sport. It's time for him to show the world how good he is after scoring his first 2 goals for the first team against Morar. Ronaldo never looked back. He became so good that many clubs were now interested in him. But Ronaldo's big break was about to come months later after he put in a performance so crazy that he had the biggest club in England on speed dial, trying to sign him. Sporting Lisbon played Manchester United in a friendly, and Ronaldo put in a great performance. The entire United defense was on edge, and by the end of the match, Sir Alex Ferguson had seen enough, so he called Ronaldo's agent and struck a deal. Days later, Ronaldo went to Manchester United in a deal worth $19 million at his new club. And Ronaldo was expected to be the next big thing one day. In fact, Sir Alex believed in him so much that when Ronaldo joined, he was handed a jersey selection day. And as for the number 28, on the pitch it was not decided. Sir Alex refused and gave him the most important shirt number for the club. Yes, the birth of Dr. 7, but on the pitch it was not decided how he thought it would start. Ronaldo off with a slow start and even being labeled by some of his teammates as a child. He loved to dribble a lot, but for Ronaldo, this was more than anything he could ever ask for because now he could afford to get his family off the streets and give them a place of their own. But just when things were starting to look up, one phone call to Ronaldo brought his whole world down, and his father, José Diniz, was now ill. And Ronaldo's relationship with his father was somewhat complicated because all those years growing up, he just wanted to be close to his old father, but his father was very ill and tired. Unable to support Ronaldo and the family, he started drinking and now had liver problems. Ronaldo quickly asked for permission to leave the club so he could go see his father. Diniz was now ill, and Ronaldo's relationship with his father was somewhat complicated because all those years growing up, he just wanted to be close to his old father, but his father was very ill and tired. Unable to support Ronaldo and the family, he started drinking and now had liver problems. Ronaldo quickly asked for permission to leave the club so he could go see his father. And once he got to the hospital, Ronaldo made a promise to do everything he could to keep him alive, but in the end it was too late. Because days later, José Diniz died and Ronaldo was shattered. But this is where Ronaldo got his elite mentality. Because right after this accident, Ronaldo knew that all he had left was his mother and siblings. They were now a family, so he made another promise to become the best in the world just to see them happy. And 2 years later, Ronaldo fulfilled his promise on the biggest stage. The 2008 season was special for Ronaldo. He scored a record 31 goals in the league, in addition to being the top scorer in the Champions League, winning the competition, and 2 months later, Ronaldo was officially the best footballer on the planet at the time. He also achieved something else that made his family even prouder in 2004. Ronaldo was part of the team that lost the European Championship on home soil to Greece. And after that, he just started another situation with the national team and became so good that by 2008, he was captain of the Portuguese national team, but he was back in club football now. And after the defeat in the Champions League final in 2009, Ronaldo knew it was time to take on the next task. A big step in his career, and that summer, he broke the world record to become the best footballer on earth.